When them bitch they were popping. They were popping. Now we popping, you hear me? It's a problem. Say five, this $100 million shit going on. We ain't going back and forth with no nigga, no bitch. And I still got the same.
Yo, what's good, gang? Your boy's back with another one. Today, we diving straight into some real street __. We're talking about Pooh Shiesty throwing shots at NBA YoungBoy on stream and how the 4KT crew reacted to all of this. This ain't your regular rap beef, shorty. This ___ might have just escalated. But before we get into the latest drama, let me break down where Pooh Shiesty really comes from. You'll know this dude ain't one to mess with. This Memphis rapper isn't just some industry name. He's been on his grind since day one. Pooh Shiesty, real name Lantrell Williams, grew up in the Cane Creek Apartments in South Memphis, just minutes from where legends like Young Dolph and Yodi came up. But Shiesty's story? Different, gang. He followed in his father's footsteps, a known gangster who founded the label Mob Ties back in 2006. Pops was deep in the streets. He even got locked up as an accessory in the murder of a local female DJ, which put him on supervised parole. Even under the law's watch, Shiesty's father kept hustling from a Porter Street trap house. Looked abandoned, but it was a major operation. After months of surveillance, Memphis police raided the spot and found measuring cups by the stove, digital scales on the counter, 12.5 grams of coke, 8 pounds of kush, and $10,000 in his pop's left pocket. That's the environment Shiesty grew up in. Real street, none of that fake gangster rap with his pops in and out on Fed bids. Young Shiesty was a wild kid, jumping folks and scheming from the jump. That's how he got the name Shiesty. Always on some scheming. By high school, Shiesty expanded his circle. He linked up with childhood homie Big 30 from Whitehaven, plus Little Hank, Antwop, and a few others. Together, they formed Choa Gang, and that __ stuck. Now, Big 30's story matters too because he's been ride or die with Shiesty from the start. Big 30 was already hitting tens of millions of streams a month and signed before Shiesty even got his deal. Loyalty runs deep, though. Big 30 got booked on felony drug charges in Alabama 2 weeks before Shiesty, then extradited back to Memphis for another pending case. He made bond and dropped the first day out. That's the kind of real ones Shiesty rolls with. But Choa Gang ain't just a rap group. These boys live that life. Chop Hank got locked up for attempted murder, allegedly shooting into a car and leaving someone paralyzed by mistake. Another member caught murder charges twice. Here's where things get serious for Shiesty. In 2021, while his career was climbing and Back in Blood with Lil Durk was heating up the charts, Shiesty ran into some major federal issues.
A bullet sending 2 people to the hospital, and it lands a rapper in jail.
Police and prosecutors said Shiesty was involved in a group that ended up in a parking lot shootout in Bay Harbor Islands, Florida, right across from the Town Hall Police Department. The case allegedly started when Shiesty tried to buy a Loud Pack and some Jordans from someone in Miami, but things went sideways. Authorities say he sent 2 shooters after the guy, who ended up in the hospital, then made his escape in a green McLaren. Shiesty got arrested, bonded out, and reportedly left the state on a private jet. That's some straight-up movie-level __. But federal authorities don't mess around when it comes to interstate crimes and firearms. Shiesty eventually took a plea deal and got sentenced to federal prison. During that time, most of the industry seemed to forget about him. Artists he once thought were solid stopped mentioning him, stopped posting, stopped showing any support. There was one person, though, who never let Shiesty fade, Lil Durk. That's where the real loyalty shows, and why Shiesty's choices now make sense. While he was locked up on federal charges, Durk was almost the only rapper consistently checking in on him and sending support. Every show, every interview, Durk kept shouting "Free Pooh Shiesty," keeping his name alive while everyone else moved on.
Gotta do this shit one time for our little bro Shiesty one time, right? When I say free, I want y'all to say Shiesty. Free! Free! Free!
For those who might not get the street politics behind all this, let me break it down. When you're locked up, especially on federal charges, most people in the industry tend to distance themselves. They don't want that heat because the feds are watching everything, and showing too much support for someone facing federal charges can bring unwanted attention to their own operations. But Durk, he kept Shiesty's name alive, kept him relevant, and kept hope alive for the fans. That kind of loyalty is rare in an industry where folks drop you the second you become a liability. So when Shy got out, he wasn't just thankful, he was ride or die with F and everything Dirk stands for. Now, let's get to the moment that got everybody talking. Shy was on Ben the Dawn stream, just chilling, snapping pics with fans, and chopping it up when some real industry drama started bubbling up. During the stream, there was a moment that showed exactly where Shy's loyalty lies. A female fan walked up for a photo, and Shy asked her who her favorite rapper was.
That fire gift, bro. I appreciate you.
OTL, fuck is you talking about? Okay. Why you say it like that for? Come on, get your picture, man, before you get beat up.
Oh, wait, my phone.
The girl straight up said she didn't mess with Lil Durk, basically letting him know she wasn't rocking with his boy. You should have seen Shy's reaction. He went from calm and chill to showing real emotion, real anger. That comment hit different because of how deep his loyalty to Durk really runs. Shy got so heated you could feel the tension on stream, he almost snapped right there. It was all in his eyes. This wasn't just some casual fan moment. This was personal. When she said she didn't rock with Durk, Shy's whole energy shifted. He knows what Durk did for him when he was at his lowest, and that loyalty runs deep. But the real moment that showed where Shy's head is it came when streamer Rocky called into Ben's stream. Rocky, trying to be funny, said to Shy, "I'm 4KT, that's NBA YoungBoy's crew." Here's the wild part. Shy acted like he had no clue what that meant. He straight up played dumb, saying, "I'm 4K Trey," while keeping his composure, but you could tell he was fully aware of the implications.
I'm 4K Trey.
Who?
Rakai, what the man?
You just said it. You said what?
You could hang up on him, cuz. Ain't
But fam, we all know Shy fully understood what Rocky was talking about. 4KT is NBA YoungBoy's crew, and everyone in the rap game knows exactly what that stands for. Shy playing dumb wasn't because he didn't know. It was about refusing to acknowledge anything tied to YoungBoy's camp. That kind of disrespect goes deeper than just ignoring someone. That's straight-up dismissal. Of course, NBA YoungBoy's crew wasn't about to let that slide. One of his 4KT members dropped a video exposing Shy for being a YoungBoy fan while locked up. They dug up old footage from a podcast Shy did behind bars, where he was asked what music he'd been listening to. Shy didn't hold back, he said NBA YoungBoy, loud and clear. They drop an album every day on the tablet. I listen to that every day, he admitted.
Then NBA YoungBoy, then I drop some on this motherfucker every day.
Damn, on the tablet?
Man, they drop an album every day on it.
This clip blew up fast, with 4KT members clowning Shy for acting like he didn't know who YoungBoy was, even though he was bumping his music every day in prison. The caption read something like, "I get it, Pooh. You wanted to be NBA but ended up on the wrong side by accident. Just imagine, you could have been one of them." That's some real petty, sir. But it shows how deep this beef really runs. It's not just about music. It's about respect, loyalty, and picking sides in a war that's been simmering for years. Now let me break down why Shy made this move. This goes beyond industry politics. Being close to Lil Durk automatically ties you to his problems. That's just how the game works. No capítulo. The Chicago-Louisiana beef between Durk and YoungBoy goes way back, but it got personal when it started involving people who lost their lives in the streets. Every song, every post, every comment is analyzed by fans and rivals alike. For Shy, it wasn't random. He and Durk were close like family. They'd pull up to each other's hoods, a major sign of trust and loyalty in the streets. Your hood isn't just a place. It's where you grew up, where your people are, where you learned the game. Letting someone from another city walk through your block comfortably? That's saying, I trust this person. They got my back no matter what. The real loyalty shines in what Durk did while Shy was locked up. While most of the industry forgot him, Durk stayed consistent, shouting "Free Pooh Shiesty," keeping his name alive, making sure his people were straight. That kind of loyalty creates bonds that go way beyond music. But let's keep it 100, this beef is dangerous. YoungBoy has a loyal crew, and they don't play when it comes to disrespect. Throwing shots at YB isn't just a problem with one person, it's a problem with a whole movement. For KT has members all over Louisiana who ride hard for their leader. YB fans are some of the most loyal and aggressive in hip-hop, They don't just talk, they act. Shy knew this could affect his career, yet he chose loyalty over potential success. Here's the wild part. Shy probably never had direct problems with YoungBoy, but because of the Dirk connection, they're automatically on opposite sides. Sometimes loyalty to one person means inheriting conflicts with others, even if you never had issues yourself. The Memphis link adds another layer because Shy represents a third culture with its own code, its own approach to loyalty. But he aligned with Chicago through Dirk, and that choice carries consequences. At the end of the day, Shy's situation isn't just about picking sides or rap beef. It's about loyalty, gratitude, and understanding that in this game, your relationships define your friends and your enemies. Dirk holding him down during his darkest days forged a bond beyond music. This beef is far from over, and with both sides having real street credibility and loyal fan bases, things could escalate quickly. Loyalty comes at a price. Shy is paying that price right now, and only time will tell if it was worth it.